Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be having a look at which is the most money spinning, profitable, however you want to word it, animal in the game. So what we've got here, we've got a cow barn, we've then got a sheep barn, we then got, as I'm running very slowly across the field, a chicken coop, we've got a beehive, we've then got the pigsty, and then at the end we've got a horse barn. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to place 10 of each in each enclosure. So we'll go in there and we'll put 10 horses like so. Then we'll run over to the pigs. Oh, got stuck. We'll put 10 pigs in. Obviously the beehive is the beehive. We'll put in, oh, it's around this side, isn't it? We'll put in 10 chickens, like so. Then we'll put 10 sheep in. Put the older ones in, like that. And then we'll put in 10 cows. So obviously we've gone for the older ones, or the oldest ones, so they're going to start producing whatever they produce straight away. I'm going to put some Holsteins in there. There we are. So we're not waiting for any gestation period, any puberty period, whatever you're talking about. Obviously the horses, there is no option down the bottom. They are newborns straight away. You can't buy any older ones, but all the other ones we've bought as old as we can get, so they'll start producing straight away. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to fast forward to the 3-month mark and we'll see how much we've produced off of each animal. Obviously I'm going to do the daily riding for the horses, which is going to take ages, because we've got 10 horses in there. But we'll see you back here in, what, 3 months? That's going to be February, and we'll see where we are. Right, 3 months in, let's see what we got. So we go into the animal menu. So the Holstein cows, they've produced 4,218 litres of milk, and they've used 10,500 litres of food. Then we got the sheep, they produce 541 litres of wool, and they've used 1,500 litres of food. Then we got the chicken, no, we've got pigs, sorry. They've produced 1,949 litres of slurry, although that's a bit of a byproduct. The pigs are more down the road of selling them on. But they've used 1,800 litres of food. We then got the chickens. They've made 198 eggs and used 219 litres of food. Obviously the bees haven't used anything because they're just bees. And then the horses, they've used 2,303 litres of food. And obviously they would be sold on as an animal at the end. So that's where we are. Obviously we've got the manure pits for the pigs and the cows at the end. So we'll see what comes out of them a little bit later. So I'll fast forward on for another 6 months. I'll carry on riding the horses on the daily basis, even though that's taking ages. And I'll see you back here in 6 months. Right then, so we're 6 months in. What's been going on? So if we go into the animal menu. So the horses there, they've now eaten 6,355 litres of food. Obviously we've had some chickens over the last few months. Now they've eaten 566 litres of food. The pigs, we've had some newborns there. They've eaten 3,880 litres of food. And then the sheep, they've eaten 3,103, and we've had some newborns. And then the cows have eaten 21,000 litres of the TMR. Obviously no newborns from the cows yet, so we've got newborns in the sheep, newborns in the pigs, a few rounds of newborns in the chickens, and then obviously the horses are still too young to start reproducing. So that's what we've got on the animal front. Obviously we have got manure coming from the cow barn and the pigsty. So again, I'll fast forward to 9 months and we'll see what we've got then. Right, so we're back at the 9-month mark. So where are we with our animals? So if we go into the animal menu, you'll see there that the cows are coming along nicely. So they've produced 13,156 litres of milk. They've eaten 31,355 litres of TMR. The sheep, they then produced 2,507 litres of wool and have eaten 5,356 litres of hay. The pigs, obviously they're coming along nicely. Now the older ones there are up to 787 per pig, and they've produced 8,500 litres of slurry, and they have eaten 6,809 litres of pig food. We then got the chickens, so they produced 1,066 eggs, and they've eaten 1,332 litres of wheat. And then down to the horses, they're now coming along nicely, so they're now worth 1,550 each, and they have eaten 10,916 litres of food. Obviously with the chickens, they're coming along nice. We've had quite a few different births going through the year so far. Obviously the horses, they're still in puberty, mind you, so that's going to be a long time before we get any new horses. Pigs, we've had a few newborns, and then sheep as well, and obviously cows, they're getting ready to give birth soon. So what we'll do again, I'll fast forward to the year mark, we'll see where we are. I'll carry on riding these horses, which is taking forever, really is, and then we'll put it all in a chart at the end. We'll work it all out, we'll calculate if we sold everything off, and we'll see how much money each of these comes out with at the end. Also, don't forget, we have got through here the beehive. Now that's spawning plenty of honey. So we'll have a look at the 12-month mark and we'll work it all out. So I'll see you back here in 3 more months. Right, so we have got a year under our belt. So what are we looking at? So if we go into the animal menu again, so we've got the milk produced by the cows is now up to 17,656. The wool is 4,047. And then the eggs from a produce side is 1,995. Now obviously with the pigs and the horses, and then obviously we've got the honey from the bees, we're going to add it all in together. So if we were to sell everything, every animal, every newborn we've had, so all the newborn chickens, all the newborn pigs, going to sell everything, all the produce, even the slurry and the manure, what do we get at the end of it? So I'm going to pull up this slide now because there's some interesting things to look at. So first one, we've got the most profitable animal, which is the original question, is the cows. So after buying the cows, feeding them, then selling everything off, all the milk, all the animals, all the newborns, everything done, money at the end of it, we would have made 19,884 for the last year. The second one is pigs. Now we've done exactly the same. Obviously there's no product that's coming out the pigs. Obviously we've got the slurry and the manure as a byproduct, but there's nothing that you would sell at a shop, so to speak. We'd have made 18,550 for the year. Then we've got third is the sheep. So obviously selling the wool and then selling the animals at the end, we'd have made 18,376. We've then got bees. Now because we don't have to sell any animals because they're just the bees, obviously, and there's no food costs, we'd have made 17,015 out of the honey. Second to last is the chickens. We'd have made 5,700 off the eggs and then selling the animals as well. But the interesting one is the horses. Now because they haven't produced any newborns, because they take so long to reproduce, we actually lost money. We were in a negative of 1,433 for the year. So that takes into account the cost of the horses to start with, and then the straw and the hay and the oats. Horses are ridiculous. Are actually a money loser. Put into that as well the amount of time it actually took me in real life. It took me 3 hours and 22 minutes to ride each horse each day for the whole year. 3 hours and 22 minutes just to ride your horses. That's ridiculous. So there you have it. The most productive animal in the game at this point is the cows with a 19 grand profit. Drop it in the comments below. Which animal are you going to be using, if you're using any at all? Are you going to be doing it for whatever they produce, are you going to sell the animals on? We'll see what people are doing. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.